This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith going to look to throw right away. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On the double.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 26. yards. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw out wide to Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go now!
Throwing now is Geno. Steps away to his left. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He completes it to Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Ready!
Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Watch out now, 52. 52. 52 plastic.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Geno now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Smith. Dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lockett in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Geno. He completes this to Walker. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And Walker once more. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second and 9, Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. This is taken at the 15. Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Okay, break. Warriors 70.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way now. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off warm-up.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone, Godwin in for Buque. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lock it in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Walker. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Buffalo 18.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lockett in motion right. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
10 seconds. Check right.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Down to about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The tackle made
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Tua getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Got it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Geno on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
18 Romney.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith, and he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Back 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
3rd and 2, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
18, pioneers.
Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Working with a 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long. I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they're expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got room at the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Lockett the man in motion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hurry!
To the right side, this is Walker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. Check, bring it.
Straight ahead, Walker. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Lock it in motion right. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
That's another Seahawks.
79 Broncos.
That's a 43-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This is Homer. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
From the gun, here's Smith. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2 and now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call and a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield strike. Hill here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. He continues to deliver a first down here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He completes it to Wilson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Now Geno. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good time.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Okay, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Block it in motion right. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down. From
the 38, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mustang 19.
Smith now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Seahawks. First and 10.
Walker now on first and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They run again with Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
18, Pioneer. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. He'll find Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Smith.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Back to throw is Tua.
Being chased out left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Smith. Steps away to his left.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Wyatt.
Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Smith. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They snap it to Smith.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 15-yard line.
Ready? 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready, go!
Smith going to look to throw right away. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw again on second down. Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's pretty impressive. impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Tua to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Mostert, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that's just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Given right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Say, hey! Buffalo 18.
Just beating the play clock. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. Made a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Okay, ready?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rolling to his left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Tua forced out to his left. Open man is Waddle, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, it doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Tua getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18 Rattler.
Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Geno out to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Now Geno. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing again is Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Wilson snags it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Pioneer! Trap 50, trap 50!
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun on third down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go now.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate
separate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Wilson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go. 17.
They'll run with Mostert.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Smith on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Brandon Shaw.
19 Tigers.
Brings up 2nd and 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Walker. And he's got it down to the 28. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Walker, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
In motion left, the tight end. On the counter, it's Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run Walker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready, ready. Timberwolves. 70 Lions.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow, line. Red, cycle.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Here's Walker. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Got it. Ready? Hurry, hurry.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
19 right. 79 Broncos. Warriors 17. Go.
Now Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they... Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take...